66 million years ago, Earth was not collapsing. It was not struggling. It was flourishing. Forests stretched toward the poles. Sea levels were high. The climate was warm, stable, generous. Dinosaurs ruled every continent. This was not the end of a dying world. This was the height of an empire. And then, a mountain fell from the sky. Not slowly, not symbolically, but violently. In less than an hour, the trajectory of life on Earth changed forever. The object was roughly 10 kilometers wide, traveling faster than a rifle bullet. When it struck near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula, it carved out the Chicxulub crater. The energy released was equivalent to billions of nuclear bombs detonating at once. The crust vaporized, rock turned to plasma. A shockwave raced across the planet faster than sound. Within minutes, earthquakes rippled across continents. Mega tsunamis hundreds of meters tall slammed into coastlines. Molten debris blasted into the upper atmosphere, then rained back down like fiery hail. For hours, the sky burned. Then, it went dark. Dust and sulfur blocked sunlight. Temperatures plummeted. Photosynthesis stopped. Plants died. Herbivores starved. Predators followed. Within months, ecosystems collapsed. By the time the dust settled, 75% of all species were gone. Every non-avian dinosaur disappeared. But extinction is not just destruction, it is redirection. We are often told dinosaurs were fading, that they were destined to disappear, that mammals were quietly waiting for their chance. But the fossil record tells a different story. Right before the impact, dinosaur diversity was stable. Some lineages were expanding. Predators like Tyrannosaurus were highly specialized. Herbivores had complex dental systems capable of processing tough vegetation. Flowering plants were spreading rapidly. Ecosystems were dynamic, alive. There was no obvious decline. The asteroid did not finish a dying dynasty. It interrupted a thriving one. Among the theropod dinosaurs, one small predator, Troodon, had forward-facing eyes, grasping hands, and one of the highest brain-to-body ratios of its time, decades ago. Paleontologist Dale Russell explored a speculative idea. If intelligent dinosaurs had continued evolving for tens of millions of years, could they have developed advanced cognition? His reconstruction was controversial. It imagined a more humanoid descendant. Most scientists criticized the shape, but they did not dismiss the core idea. Intelligence evolves when it is useful. Evolution had 66 million more years to experiment. That is more time than separates us from the first primates, from small tree-dwelling mammals to spaceflight, in less time than dinosaurs would have had. Imagine if the asteroid never struck, the sky never darkens, the forests never burn, the dinosaurs continue diversifying. Climate still shifts, continents drift, competition intensifies. Fast forward 10 million years. You stand on an open plain. The air is thick and humid. You hear coordinated movement in the tall vegetation. A group of large theropods moves with intention, not chaotic, strategic. They test the herd, they communicate, they adapt. You are not the dominant primate. You are prey. After the impact, mammals did not suddenly become superior. They were small, burrowing, nocturnal, generalists. They survived because they were unimpressive. That is the brutal irony. The asteroid did not reward greatness. It rewarded flexibility, and flexibility creates opportunity. With the dinosaurs gone, ecological niches opened everywhere. Small mammals ventured into daylight. Body sizes increased. Brains expanded. New behaviors emerged. Forests regrew. Predators evolved. Primates appeared. And in Africa, one lineage stood upright. Not because it was destined to, but because there was space. Space created by catastrophe. And the asteroid was not the only reminder of instability. Roughly 56 million years ago, Earth experienced a dramatic warming event. It is known as the Paleocene to Eocene thermal maximum. Global temperatures spiked, oceans acidified, ecosystems reorganized, many species vanished, life adapted, Life always adapts. But dominant species do not always survive. Dominance is temporary. Dinosaurs likely felt permanent. We feel permanent. Neither assumption is safe. Here's the part that should feel surreal. The asteroid that struck Earth was not targeting us. It was not guided. It was not purposeful. It was a random object in a chaotic solar system. A slight gravitational shift, a minor change in trajectory, a delay of just minutes in cosmic timing, and the entire Cretaceous ecosystem continues uninterrupted. No human civilizations, no written language, no satellites orbiting Earth, no history books, no music, no philosophy, no internet, no you. Your existence depends on a rock choosing this planet at that moment. That is not destiny, that is lottery. And even now, asteroids still pass close to Earth. Supervolcanoes still exist. Climate still shifts. The forces that erased the dinosaurs have not disappeared. They are part of Earth's system. The only difference now is this. For the first time in 4.5 billion years, a species understands the risk. And that species is us. And we exist because the previous rulers were removed. Not because we outcompeted them, but because they were erased. We like to believe evolution was building toward humanity, that intelligence was inevitable, that cities were destiny. But evolution does not plan. It experiments, it tests, it discards. For 160 million years, dinosaurs dominated. For a few 100,000 years, humans have. On geological timescales, we are a blink. The asteroid reminds us of something profound. We are not the goal of evolution. We are a contingency. And contingency carries responsibility. Imagine standing at the edge of that ancient crater, buried beneath layers of rock and sediment, a scar in Earth's crust, a reminder that existence can pivot in an instant. Beneath your feet lies the boundary between two worlds. Above it, dinosaurs ruled. Below it, mammals inherited the planet. One layer of dust separates those realities. One moment separates their dominance from ours. And 66 million years later, you are here, thinking about it. If consciousness exists because of catastrophe, what are we supposed to do with it? Someday, another layer of sediment will form. Another dominant species may rise. They might look back at our era, the way we look at the dinosaurs, a powerful empire, certain of its permanence. Unaware that the universe does not promise permanence, it only offers opportunity. The dinosaurs had their time. We have ours. The asteroid created that opportunity. What we do with it is the only part that is not random. And so, after 66 million years of chance, destruction, survival, and becoming, we arrive here, in a moment that only exists because a single cosmic accident allowed it. We are the witnesses, the storytellers, the ones who can look back and understand how fragile everything truly is. The dinosaurs never knew their world was ending.